Okay, round 3. It's the Bahrain Grand Prix. Michael Schumacher on pole position this time. Rubens Barrichello joins him. Kimi Raikkonen, 3rd place on the grid. Jenson Button in 4th. David Coulthard, 5th. And Fernando Alonso in 6th. Jarno Trulli gets a better qualifying this time. He's in 7th place. And rounding out the top 8 is Juan Pablo Montoya. Pantano gets a good qualifying session. He's in 10th. A very good qualifying session for him. Out-qualifies Sato, Massa, Ralf Schumacher, Fisichella. But Webber's out-qualified Pantano crucially. So he is in 9th place. And once again, the safety car at the back of the grid. Controlled by the AI for now. And we're off. Michael Schumacher looks to have got a good start, as does Rubens Barrichello. The two of them lead out of the first corner, probably, if they don't take each other off. Yes, they do. It's going side by side. Rubens Barrichello, after having a bad start in Malaysia, he's not giving up the lead this time. As he gets very close to the back of Michael Schumacher, approaching the next turn. I have tested this track out, and they are a little bit more aggressive round here than other tracks. They do go for more overtakes. But it's Ferrari 1-2, and Jenson Button sat in 3rd place, so he's not too far behind them. They can't just take the foot off the gas. It's Kimi Raikkonen sat in 4th place, Fernando Alonso 5th. Where are we? Mark Webber still in 9th place. I saw it further back. He did have a go at Montoya. So hopefully he can get back onto the back of him and get a move on maybe. And Clean is currently sat in 18th. No change there. Are we out already? That's good news, actually. I don't think I'm going to have to go back into the monitor, actually. Because if we're sat there, I can just hit... Bam! There we go. We have a tracker. And we've got revs. Nope, that's taking them away. There. We've got all sorts now. So we can see the some of the gaps already. So this is a lot better. This has turned out better than other races already. As Montoya is having a look at Trulli, who's parking the bus. We've got the Trulli train going here. As he does have the inside though, and Coulthard is through past Jarno Trulli. And that's put us right on the back of Montoya's. Montoya's up the inside of Jarno Trulli. Has he got the move done? He's going to have to get a drive out of it. He's going to go around the outside through the double, and he's got it done, has he? Trulli's still on the inside, but I think Montoya's going to get the exit. Yes, he does. Yeah, I think he's got it now. Trulli was still on the inside, but move done now for Montoya, which puts Trulli down to the last points position, and Mark Webber all over the back of Trulli. Come on, Mark. We need to get some points here today. We're ahead of both Saubers. We need to get some points over them today. Come on, Mark. As Barrichello is in 1st. So Rubens Barrichello has taken the lead. But Michael Schumacher very close to the back of his teammate. But no position change into the first corner, as no one's quite close enough to anyone else. What about further back? Clean still sat in 18th. Come on, get onto the back of Heidfeld, get past him, and get a move on. As Baumgartner is into the pits without a rear wing. The two Minardis appear to have collided. Rule number 1, don't take out your teammate. And that is exactly what Minardi has done here today. So McLaren have been doing surprisingly well so far this season. It can't render cars for a certain distance away on the straight. Brilliant. But it's Rubens Barrichello that leads the way here. He's got over half a second back to Michael Schumacher. When are they going to start pitting? We don't have any fuel, so we can't see when they're low on fuel or anything, and we can't see tyres. But what we can see is gaps and where everyone is on the circuit. So Bruni still has to pit. He's going to be losing lots of time here. Clean is closing in on Heidfeld, I think. But Michael Schumacher very close to the back of Rubens Barrichello as he leads the way. He did qualify in pole in Malaysia, but he had a terrible start. He dropped down to third place, and then Panis jumped him in the pit stops. I don't think he's going to want to repeat that. He definitely is trying to win this one, as he's sat in first place, and I think the two of them are starting to pull a gap to Button now. As Webber has lost some time, so he's now behind Sato, and he's still behind Trulli. The Sauber of Massa is trying to go around the outside through the hairpin. He's got it done, and we can't get back past him as he parks the bus on the apex. So down to 11th place now. It's not good news at all. So Rubens Barrichello still leads the way. We get to see if they're going to be coming into the pits now as well with this. So yeah, there's advantages to this. As Bruni jumped his teammate, I think. At least he stayed ahead of him. Any moves into this first corner. You are right on the back of Massa. Can we get up the inside? No, we can't. The Toyota Panis is trying to get past the Jordan. He's done it, and De Massa tried to follow him through, but he couldn't quite get it done. Will he get past him in the next corner? I don't know where we've gone. But De Massa up the inside of Pantano. The side by side, he's got the inside for the next corner, but Pantano all the way around the outside defends the place. He's not letting both Toyotas get past him. As Barrichello seems to be a little bit quicker in this middle sector, he definitely pulls away, and then Michael Schumacher reels that gap back in for the rest of the lap. What's the gap back to Button for Michael Schumacher? 1.8 seconds. It's 2.4 for Rubens Barrichello, so they're definitely pulling away now, as the top four have streaked away in this race. Webber, I think Webber is literally right on the back of Massa. I can't see his dot, I don't think. I think it's merged with Ralf Schumacher's actually. So we're very close together. The Ralf Schumacher getting scarily close on the approach into turn 1, but he's not close enough to make a move. Just flicking through, trying to find any sort of interesting battle. I think this is the main one. As the gap's about half a second. This is a test to see if Rubens Barrichello is actually quicker in the middle sector, because if he is, I'd expect that gap to be bigger than 6/10, maybe a second for the gap. But they are pulling away from Jenson Button still, who we could barely see in the distance. And 3 seconds exactly back to Fernando Alonso. I think this is where he gains the time actually. But that gap is less than 6/10 of a second, so Schumacher better this lap. I think he is closing in on this lap, as they continue to pull away from everyone. As Ralf Schumacher is very close to the back of Webber, I can see on that map. As Barrichello is going to be pitting this lap. Who else is pitting? Button isn't pitting, as Alonso getting very close to the back of him. He's not pitting either. But Coulthard is going to be coming into the pits. Montoya isn't. Trulli is. So is Sato. Massa is as well. We're calling Webber into the pits. And Ralf Schumacher is as well. So is Pantano, D'Amata. Duminardis is staying out. But it's going to be Rubens Barrichello pitting in as Michael Schumacher's lost a lot of time there. Don't know where that time's gone for him. But he has lost about a second and a half, I'd say, off Barrichello. With some clean air, will he close in this middle sector? Let's find out. He's definitely closer to Button and Alonso than he would like. It's 1:26.2 is his fastest. 1:26.3. And he's lost ground in that middle sector. As Barrichello will be pitting in this lap. And he will be joined by David Coulthard. So maybe Schumacher's saving a bit of fuel for a final lap push. As this is in lap now. As he goes on to start his lap. This is his in lap. So will this be a good lap? And what's the pit stop time going to be for Rubens Barrichello? Had to wait for cars going past. That's not going to help him. As there's Marco Ver into the pits. As there is Massa's stop done. Right, what's Webber's time? Oh, that is a slow stop. 15 seconds. Don't get to see Pantano's or D'Amata's, but that was a slow stop from Webber. As Clean's going to be into the pits this lap. He's on the points currently. I think that's only going to be for a brief second. As Button getting low on fuel, and he's going to be staying out this lap. So a risky strategy from BAR. Does that Honda engine have enough fuel management in its engine to get around an extra lap with the red light on? As Michael Schumacher peels off into the pits. Where's Rubens Barrichello? Attention, Montoya's gone through. Where is Barrichello? Where is Barrichello? He's coming down the second to last straight now. He has lost a lot of time. That was a 15.3, slower than Barrichello's, but he didn't have to wait for anyone. As Barrichello rounding the final corner now. Michael Schumacher still going down the pit straight. He's on the exit now. And Rubens Barrichello has lost an insane amount of time. As he comes through behind him now. There's Montoya, but Rubens Barrichello has lost a lot of time. 25.6 was that in lap. Wow. How is that BAR holding up currently? He's coming into the pits this lap. So is Alonso. They both got the red fuel light on. I think this is going to be... Button is so much quicker than Alonso on this lap. This could be a very good lap from Jenson Button. And this could put him somewhere near Massa, actually. Not Massa, Barrichello. As they peel off into the pits. He built out a 1.5 second gap to Alonso in this lap alone. That's a 1:26.1. And I think that was quicker than Barrichello's in lap. He's on a 26.0, I think. It's very close between the two of them. I think there's only about half a tenth difference in the times as Jenson Button. A very quick stop from him. 7.7 seconds. A good stop from the BAR guys. And they're coming out the pits. I think he's going to come out in the lead. He won the first race. He's out into the lead here in Bahrain. And Montoya is coming out in second. Very bad stop. Very bad pit stop phase for Ferrari. Maybe had a bit of damage after the battle between the two of them. Because they have very slow stops. 15 seconds apiece. And that means Button leads this race from Montoya, from Michael Schumacher. And so far this championship has not gone Schumacher's way at all. Engine failure in Bathurst. He won last time out in Malaysia. But he's sat in 3rd place right now. He needs to be winning these if he wants the championship. Because currently, as it stands, Jenson Button is leading this championship. And if it finishes like this, Jenson Button's going to be on 20 points. As he leads the way. And look at the gap he's got as well. He's got a 5.5 second gap. Back to Montoya behind. But Montoya's going to go on to 17 points. Yeah, 17 points. Michael Schumacher's going to go on to 16. So it's going to be tight between them as it is the last lap here at Bahrain. What is the gap? It is 5.5 seconds. It hasn't changed much since the middle sector. But Raikkonen sat in 5th, Coulthard 6th, Sato 7th, Raikkonen 8th. And it hasn't been a good pit stop phase for us either. We're ahead of Pantano, so that's good news. But we're still behind Heidfeld. Cleans up to 15th as we're ahead of the 2 Toyotas. Something must have happened to them as MLG Abe blocks our view of the gaps. There we go. I will be offline for the next race, I promise. As Baumgartner is running low on fuel. Can he make it around the final lap? There is Jenson Button. We're going to ride on board with him for this final section, as I still have the spectator cam from qualifying results. But there we are. Michael Schumacher's dropped back a little bit actually. Fernando Alonso right on the back of him. What's the gap between Schumacher and Alonso? As it is half a second thereabouts. But Jenson Button needed very little fuel. He went very long into this race. He rounds the final corner. This is his 2nd race win for the 2004 season. He comes across the line to win in Bahrain. 20 points in total for him. Montoya comes across the line 2nd. Michael Schumacher hangs on to that podium spot. He's in 3rd place. Alonso 4th, Barrichello 5th, Coulthard 6th, Sato comes across the line 7th, and Raikkonen 8th place. Webber hangs on to 12th. We need to do something about this. I think Michelin's been having a talk with the teams. I think we're going to be getting an upgrade or two at the San Marino circuit, so hopefully for Imola we're going to have a little bit more pace in the car, a little bit more grip, and maybe we can go longer into the races. That would be good. But I'm not sure what happened with the safety car for us to be able to keep in this mode for the entire race. I'm guessing we crashed maybe. The safety car is an absolute dog to drive. I tried to take a spin for it at the Circuit de Catalunya, and I just spun off every single corner. It's absolutely insane to drive. It's fun, but it is very difficult. It's almost handles kind of like super trucks actually. Has that sort of handling to it. If you haven't got Automobilista, you really do need to get it and drive the super trucks. They are absolutely mental fun. But Sauber haven't got any points over us today. We are going to be getting an upgrade over them, hopefully. So that could give us a bit of a hand in this championship battle. I'm surprised that we've been battling Jordan and Minardi as well. That was an unexpected one, but it happened. So there we go. Pit time is 0. Brilliant. There we go. Webber didn't do too badly, and Clean did nothing this race. We're in the Red Bull garage actually. It's interesting. We're still in the Red Bull garage. Anyway, on to the next championship standings table. So here is the championship table then. Jenson Button stays on top. He's been on top for the first 3 rounds now. Montoya moves himself into 2nd place and Michael Schumacher drops down into 3rd place. Hasn't been a great start for Ferrari, but they look to be coming back into things with a strong performance here today as Barrichello moves himself up into 6th place. Alonso has moved up to 4th and Raikkonen drops to the bottom of the top 5. Both Saubers are going backwards as Fisichella drops out to 12th and Massa drops down to 7th. And Sato gets himself on the board with 2 points. We haven't scored any since the first round, and Webber sat there in 11th place now on 3 points behind the Jordan of Pantano. It hasn't been a great start. As I said, hopefully we're going to be getting an upgrade for San Marino, so maybe we can claw some points there. Maybe we can maybe get some points the round after, if not San Marino. But moving on to the constructors standings now, and it's Ferrari on top with 25 points. BAR's moved themselves into 2nd place with 22. The only team other than Ferrari to be inside the 20-point marks. Williams has moved themselves up into 3rd place and McLaren drops down to 4th. Renault, with a strong performance here today in the form of Alonso, moved themselves into 5th place on 13 points. And Sauber, after being I think 2nd at the end of the first round, have dropped down to 6th place, not scoring any points since that first round. Toyota is unchanged along with us and Jordan and Minardi still yet to get on the board. It's been a spectacular Bahrain Grand Prix, and hopefully the next one is going to be just as good. Maybe even a little bit more overtakes, who knows. But the next round is something along the lines of San Marino, so I'll see you then.